Kia ora team, welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. It's fight week.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And now it's prediction time. But firstly, I'd like to go through a couple of things that have been said, a couple of possible strategies that may be employed by both fighters. So firstly, Tyson Fury has said,
I've been really honest with you. I told exactly the truth. I'm looking for a knockout. I didn't come here again to get a bad decision. I know I'm not going to get a decision in the United States. It's clear. After last time, it's very clear. So that's why I hired Sugar Hill. If I didn't want a knockout, I wouldn't employ the Kronk trainer who specialises in sitting on your punches and landing the right hand. Look at Tommy and look at all the Kronk fighters, Klitschko even. They all look for that big right hand. That's all I'm looking for. One big right hand, nailed, Deontay Wilder, good night. There's the game plan. I'm looking for a knockout. And if I wasn't looking for a knockout, I'd have kept hold of Ben Davis, would have sharpened up on what we were doing, herky-jerky, slipping and sliding. I ain't looking for that. I ain't coming here for a points decision, I'm coming for a knockout. Like Deontay Wilder said, I'm sick of points decisions. I've had plenty of them in my career. I've had 9 of them. I'm looking for a knockout number 21. And that's brutally honest. Brutally from the heart honest. I'm looking to knock him out.
so going for a knockout, but that leaves a lot open to interpretation, and I see a lot of people are coming up with a lot of different opinions of what they think Tyson Fury will do in the fight. Some saying they think Tyson will get in on Deontay's chest and fight him on the inside because they think Wilder doesn't have an inside game whatsoever. Some saying Fury should be trying to dart in and out, get off and get the hell back out of dodge, out of the danger zone, and go back to the jab. Personally, I think it's a case of he's going to fight Kronk style. And what I mean by that is not necessarily coming forward and throwing shitloads of punches, but maybe still using some feints, stepping into a jab, doubling it, tripling it, changing it up, so his opponent doesn't know what's coming. But also, when Deontay throws a right hand, get your head off center, slip the right hand and counter. I think the left hook from Tyson Fury would have been worked on as well. He's been slapping with it for years, but Deontay gets hit with left hooks. However, getting hit with a slap ain't gonna hurt him, is it? So I think turning the knuckles over and punching with the fist properly with the left hook could also do some damage. But I don't think we're gonna see Tyson Fury in on Wilder's chest every chance he gets. I'm sure there'll be spots where he will fight on the inside a little. Remember, they're both big men, so with their big long arms, fighting on the inside can be a bit awkward at times. We've seen Tyson do it in the past, but at the same time we've seen him get knocked down when he's trying to do things like that. Look at the Steve Cunningham fight. Now the danger zone for Fury, I think, is from mid to long range, where Deontay can get full extension on his punches. So I do think we're still going to see a little bit of herky-jerky when Tyson's on the outside to try and keep Wilder guessing, but I think we're going to see a lot more of that jab. And he's going to be putting a lot more into it. Now, in saying all of this, Tyson hasn't had a lot of time to try and adapt it to a new style. He does have skills to burn and he can do lots of things, but overhauling a style usually takes quite a long time, so this may not work for Tyson. So moving on, what has Deontay said?
This is the new beginning right here. This is unfinished business that I will finish. I will do exactly what I said I would do. I'm gonna knock him out. Like I told him, I'm the lion king of the jungle. And come February 27th, we're gonna rip his head off his body. Remember I said that, I'm gonna knock you out there ropes so you can really feel a WWE moment in real life. I'm glad you got a second job, you need it. This is your whole plans. What I'm gonna do when this guy knock my marbles out of my head. Because I'm gonna definitely do it. And I can't wait. This is a major fight for you guys, you should be excited. This is the Wilder Fury 2 rematch, and it don't get no better than this. Two giants. Two champions putting their life on the line for others' entertainment. From a distance of places. He's from all the way over the pond, and I'm from here. Two guys putting their energy in the ring just to see who is the king. I speak it, I believe, and I receive it. And I will knock them out come February the 22nd. And we move on with our lives from there.
So in actuality, there's not really a lot we can take from the comments of Deontay Wilder. I've read other articles around as well. If Tyson brings the fight to me, it plays into my hands and it'll be a short night. These sorts of things. But it's pretty much the same old comments from Deontay Wilder that he says for most of his fights. And the fact is, he's knocked every man out he's faced except for Tyson Fury. So he thinks he's going to deal with whatever style Tyson brings. If he brings the fight to him, he says it's going to play into his hands and it'll be a short night. It's highly possible. I mean, this is Deontay Wilder. He has the power in that right hand to stop anybody at any time in a fight from rounds 1 to 12. So, what I would like to see change from Deontay is don't headhunt all night for starters. Last time around, he was quite emotional. He let the emotions get the better of him. He said this himself. He wanted a spectacular knockout and he ended up headhunting all night. I think he would do well to go to Tyson's body some more, and I think he needs to work on using that jab a lot more than he has in the past. He's a big, long guy. He does have a slight reach disadvantage against Tyson, which is fairly rare, but he still has a fairly decent jab. If he used it more often, it could deter Tyson from coming in somewhat and landing jabs of his own. I would like to see a bit of body work from Wilder as well, and some lateral movement. I mean, that knockout against Luis Ortiz was beautiful. He was up against the ropes, he pivoted around, opened up an angle and down the pipe with the right hand. If he can use angles more often, I think he would be better off, rather than stepping back as his defense using distance all the time. If he switches it up, then he's going to have more chance of baffling Tyson, which is hard to do. So it is interesting, to say the very least. It's a great fight. Now, the fight itself, how I think it's going to go. I think Tyson is going to come forward. I don't think we're going to see him leaning back much in this fight, and I think he's going to be trying to get his head off center, like I said earlier, and I think he's going to have some success in the earlier rounds. I don't think Deontay is going to knock him out early, even if Tyson is coming forward, because I think Deontay is going to be much more patient this time. He's going to keep a level head, and I think he's going to try and use some counter work to deter Tyson. However, like I said, I think Tyson will have some early success with the jab in particular. He may land a few right hands. He's going to keep coming forward, and slowly but surely I think he's going to try and increase his volume. However, this is going to increase the chances of Deontay landing good counter right hands or even left hooks. So I think Tyson's going to start gassing rounds 7 and 8 because he's coming in a bit heavier this time around. Apparently he's aiming to be in about 270. I think 265 is good for Tyson at max. particularly if he's trying to throw a few more punches. He could gas out, and that's what I think is going to happen. He's going to start slowing down, and by that stage I think Deontay's going to start stepping it up, and I think there's going to be an opportunity for Wilder to land flush in the 9th round, and this time I think it's going to take one heavy shot, and I think Tyson's going to be out cold. 9th round KO Deontay Wilder is my prediction. Now, I would like to see Tyson win. I will be rooting for Tyson, because I think if he wins, the likelihood of undisputed actually happening is a lot higher than if Deontay's still got hold of that belt. Now, I think just about every outcome at the betting sites is actually possible in this fight. I think Tyson could win on points. I think Tyson could actually get a stoppage. I think it'd be later on if he doesn't gas. I think a ref stoppage or a doctor stoppage is possible. However, I think it's the least likely of all methods. Deontay Wilder on points. Because of the scorecards last time around in America, I think it's certainly possible Deontay Wilder could win on points, according to the judges. But I dare say if that does happen, there's going to be a lot of fans screaming, that's a robbery. How the hell did he win when he threw half as many punches? But it is what it is. Deontay Wilder knockout, obviously my pick. I think that's the most likely. And Tyson Fury on points, I think, is the second most likely outcome. So let us know, what style do you think Tyson is going to use? Because that's the big question really here. We know what Deontay's going to do. He's going to try and knock him out. He's going to try and be more patient. And he's going to try and not headhunt all night. But yeah, give me your opinion, how you think the fight's going to go. Give me your prediction. And we'll get some conversation going in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I'm out. See you!